Good evening, Toastmasters. Have you heard original, which is Korean slang in the 90s? Seemingly, it sounds like an English word, but in fact, it is a shortened form of a phrase in Korean, meaning when the ducks behave crazily, it's able to fly. Well, for your understanding of the uses, let's just imagine a person is giving a performance, so-called contemporary performance or experimental performance. Then chances are people would think it senseless, commenting in a single word, original. It's such a brutal and sarcastic view on originality and creativity back in the days when I was young. People used to think something unusual is worthless. It was such a poor environment for cultural diversity or creativity development. Fellow Toastmasters, what is the fairy tale that comes to your mind when I said the word? Probably you might have thought about duckling from The Ugly Duckling, right? Well, it seems that, bullying the weak is the, universal characteristic of all living creatures. Even though we don't harass others with offensive language, we sometimes get negative feedback on our originality or uniqueness. Most of the time, discouraging others is happening without much consciousness in our daily lives. Even your loving family is not an exception. My mother used to, comment on my outfit, like, can't you stop wearing like a 양아치? Well, just because I have a different taste, she used to depreciate my style. Well, frankly, I'm not an exception. I guess you're not either. So we all may have to learn how to value others' taste. We all need to practice also. So I'd like to show you my version of original. So let me share my version. Okay, 오리지날. This is my version, meaning the duck finally flies. Yes, actually, it is a title of the art exhibition that I take part in. Well, it'll be a group exhibition of 5 artists who acknowledged being original should be our attitude, and that's what makes our works integral. Well, for the more information, I'd better find another opportunity. And as for the color, it is technically the color of a duck. And I see it also matches the identity of the 5 emerging artists who really wants to take more attention of the audience with the very eye-catching color. And the color also stands for hope and the beginning of the spring. Well, I'm sure you're all acquainted with the story of Ugly Duckling. Just because the different appearance, the duckling had been rejected and abused by others over and over. And finally, he realized himself a swan. Well, the other swans told him that You look at you. You are one of us. And all of a sudden, the dog is welcomed and able to join them. But ironically, simply for the same reason, being alike. Well, do you think the swans can make an ideal community that'll embrace other unique creatures? I don't think so. Well, sometimes that kind of traditional fairy tales, well, is not applicable in modern context, right? But Toastmasters, today, more and more various sounds from different groups of people is coming out, demanding for proper recognition for their originality. At the beginning, it may sound a little noisy. However, I believe we should learn how to modulate the different sources of sound into an orchestra. Just imagine a duck that succeeds in flying. It'll be an eye-opening incident, isn't it? Right? So if only we take a little risk being original, we'll be able to see how difference will bring joy in our life. If we appreciate originality, we'll be able to build more divergent, more welcoming society. So why don't you come out of your box and let's enjoy being original. Thank you.